The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Diving back into The Local Show with Tom and Steve. Thank you for joining us.
It's a water thing, right, Tom?
It's a water thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Can't help yourself.
One over our head.
Yes, cruising back. Yes, cruising back into the depths of local businesses. You can't help it, can you?
We've been talking to Ben Eberhardt, Director of Operations at Mid Lakes Navigation, among other things. So, Ben, how long has your family been in Skaneateles? And explain to people all the different businesses that you guys own.
So we moved here in 1974. My father was working in DeWitt at the old Walter White's, if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
Up in Camillus.
Absolutely, yeah. Worked
for the White family for many years. Had an opportunity to buy the Sherwood in 1974, and he did so. And we moved out here, and he started with the Sherwood and slowly expanded. He started with just a restaurant, and slowly renovated upstairs into the hotel rooms, and eventually had enough success where he got into a French restaurant that he designed and built in Syracuse called Phoebe's.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of ours. And
I forgot you guys own that.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a big one back in the 70s and early 80s. And then he expanded into baking with the patisserie with a gentleman named Peter Lord, who was one of his lead managers. They opened the patisserie in the back behind the Sherwood Inn, and we've purchased the Blue Water Grill with a partner back in the 80s that's across the street. We have a little pizza place, a little gourmet pizza shop called Gilda's, and then we contract with local land hotel owners that don't want to operate the hotel, so we operate 3 or 4 kind of satellite hotels.
Oh, wow.
Off of the front desk.
Oh, wow. What's going on in the Sherwood lately?
So big news at the Sherwood this year is, so we during COVID got permission to use the west lawn of the Sherwood Inn, so we've slowly been pushing food out to that location. We had a bar out there last summer that went very well. We were a little worried about the volume of people on the lawn that would bring the kitchen to a halt, but we're going to run a modified menu, but the whole lawn will be a la carte this summer, which will be really great.
Wow, so I'm looking at the Sherwood, west would be to the left, Tom, and that area there, so people can eat outside and everything?
Yes. Yeah, you had a little concert out there with Joe Whiting.
We have a lot of concerts, There's events that will occupy the space, but we'll have that all planned out, but we'll be doing a la carte dining on the lawn, so you're looking right out at the lake.
Yeah, and you had that tent up there, if I remember correctly, and then you were serving, you could walk through, you could get fish and lobster, mac. And
seafood fest.
You did some weddings outside there, am I right? Didn't you do like a wedding or 2 out there?
We've had a lot of weddings.
Oh, a lot of them, yeah.
Well, Tom, you know, that's your world.
Yeah, because I would set up and I'll set up over there at the...
on the porch.
On the porch.
Yep.
And then, we would do the ceremony, and then we have the big system on the inside to do the reception, all that stuff. So. Yeah, it's very, very nice.
It's a great venue.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to utilize it all summer long with the dining. Yeah. So it won't be the full menu that you can get in the tavern, the dining room, but
sure.
But you'll be very happy.
Baked French onion soup over there in the bar area.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's
the
a classic.
Best classic up there, man.
Yeah.
So I think I've said before, every time I have French onion soup, somehow my wife's convinced I'm going to choke to death. I don't know if she saw a movie or there was something like that's like,
I've seen you eat, so I understand what you're saying.
She's like, and I order, she's always looking like waiting for me to,
The French onion actually started at Phoebe's.
Did it really?
And then we brought it out to the Sherwood, and the Sherwood really took it to the next
level. I used to go to Phoebe's when I went to Syracuse University. That was 1982, and my mom was working there. So a lot of times, kind of son and mother, we'd get together for lunch, and we'd go over to Phoebe's and eat over there. And
we'd go to, if we were going to go to a show across the street.
Yeah, over
Phoebe's would
Syracuse,
be hey, let's go there. It just made sense.
It was the spot, and it's funny now. It's circling back around with all the development that's happening on that end of town.
Right,
it's really.
And you guys still own that?
Yeah, the business, the college owns the building.
But you own the actual business.
Yeah.
So people, I forget, and I don't know why, but the Sherwood is a great restaurant to go and eat.
It is.
It's like you think here, but it's just amazing.
I'm not just saying it because Ben is here, but I just love that environment. Right. There is nothing better than being in Skaneateles in this old-timey, looks like a Hallmark movie, business.
You would know what a Hallmark movie is.
Yeah, absolutely, because I love that stuff. And everybody's so nice, and the woodwork, you really feel like you're in a pub. You feel like you're in the middle of England or something like that,
Well, a lot of the paintings that you see, the dog pictures, my father and I traveled around England and bought a lot of those.
Did you get them from there? Yeah,
a lot of them came over from there,
Yeah, it's just wonderful, and the food is always delicious. No matter what you get, even if you get a big pub burger, it's really great.
We're very fortunate. We have a fantastic staff. Everybody loves to be there. And
are you looking for any other help? Because it sounds like you got
we're always looking.
Because you got to staff up for the boats too, because those tend to be younger people.
The boats, we're very fortunate. People.
They want to keep that job.
They want to keep that job. Yep, you're on the lake all day, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a great position to get. So once we get a person, we typically have them for quite a while.
Wow, no, they
always come back.
No, that's fun stuff.
Yeah,
it really is. So, shift back to the boats. Can people book corporate events like now, or do they wait? Is it too late? What's the deal with if you want to take the crew out on the boat?
Perfect timing. We just from January. Through April 1st, we take our corporate and group bookings. Literally, day before yesterday, the website went live for customers to go on and book.
The Mid-Lakes Navigation
site is live.
Correct. So they could go there and they could even book that. Okay.
Now, with that said, we only take bookings 30 days out for passengers. So
so if Judy and I want to go out and have dinner, you can book a month ahead.
Correct.
If I want to bring the whole Zoe crew without Tom, if I want to bring the whole Zoe, we want to have fun. That I could do now.
You can do that now, and you could do it before. You can do it now, and if we can put you in, we will put you in. But we've opened up the booking.
Okay.
The booking system online, so that
that's great.
But big parties, we have you call in
and work it out, the details and stuff.
So to go up there just for dinner and do a little cruise, does that happen weekly?
Yep, 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
7 days a week. So every day
every day
you're
there's
cruising.
something going on. Now it may not always be a dinner, just because we may have a wedding, or we may have Zoe advertising or somebody out there that's booked in already.
So and that would be Monday through.
Right through till Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. So geez, wow.
And we're going to do a couple of specialty runs this year. We're going to do a Sunday brunch. I think it's the third Sunday of the month. We are adding a specialty dining cruise. Our chef is going to do one night. It's going to be a seafood night. There's an Italian night, a barbecue. We are going to run something I'm really excited about. My wife and I I probably won't drive on this cruise. I'm probably going to ride.
Is it a bourbon sipping cruise? What is
Very close. We have done bourbon sippings. This one is champagne and oysters.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to have fresh oysters and champagne, and
wow.
And I think we're going to put that one. We're going to have a couple of them, but one of them will definitely be on boat show weekend on that Friday. So that'll be a hoot.
So just to be clear on how to schedule, if you just want to go up for a dinner cruise, you go to the website.
Yep.
And it'll say whether it's a dinner cruise or just a regular cruise without dinner.
Yep. You'll pick the cruise that you want. It'll show you what's available.
Okay.
And you click on the date you want. And if it's a food cruise, it'll walk you right through the menu items, and you pick your menu and.
And when you don't have food, do you still have beer? Can you still get a beer on there?
We've got a full bar on board all the time.
Excellent.
We do run. We tried some hot dogs and things last year on Saturdays and Sundays. We'll probably do that again. So there's snacks on board and a full bar. Yeah.
So Mid-Lakes Navigation. I know it was MidLakesNav at one point.com or Mid-Lakes Navigation.
Mid-Lakes Nav.
It's easy to find. It's there. 685-8500. Maybe you want to call and ask some questions, or when is this and that, and how do we do this, and anything special or food wise. The Sherwood Inn, great place for dinner.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, Tom, you made me hungry. You're talking about the Sherwood. I want to head out that way.
Love it.
But Ben, appreciate you being here today.
My pleasure, guys. Thank you.
All right, Steve.